Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a new edition of our show titled Speak of Africa. Brothers and sisters, it's a new week and we're really happy to bring you a lot of news. In fact, our last video was really going viral. You guys were sharing it a lot and you brought a lot of viewers. So we say thank you very much for bringing so many people to this channel to watch our show. And as we say, it is also your show. We created this show because we wanted to give you a voice. Now you have a voice. Some of you don't even feel like commenting. You call us personally, you have our phone number, and we respond. So many of you have promised to be sending us even more news about what is happening. When something is really confidential, you said you're going to start sending all the news to us, and we are welcoming that news, so we welcome it. So we're ready. Whenever you have something that is really secret, confidential, that you want to share with the public, just do well to contact us. We'll take the information and we'll share it all over. For the show of today, we have a lot of news. Most of the time, we don't just report on news. We try to gather all this news, then we try to give you a backdrop, the news behind the news, and a form of analysis so that you make sense out of whatever is happening in the motherland. So this week, we have a whole lot of stories. Of course, you know, we have to talk about Ambazonia. Whenever we talk about Ambazonia, you guys like it a lot, isn't it? I know that. Okay. We're going to talk about La République du Cameroon. We're going to talk about Nigeria. We're going to talk about Gabon. We're going to talk about Sudan. And we're going to talk about Zambia. So we have a very, very good show which you're going to watch. But before we go, we're going to share some news with you also. For the past shows, we've been mentioning to you that we've developed a medical application titled Alexia HTC. This medical application is intended to make it easy for nurse practitioners and medical doctors to do their work. It is also good for patients because patient engagement is very, very important today. When you have a doctor who doesn't keep in touch with his patients, that's not good. So with our app, we make it easy for all of these things to happen. Why this app? Well, we wanted to come up with a new solution which pays attention to healthcare reform and all the rules of HIPAA. Then we also wanted an application that is comprehensive and integrated so that you have everything in one package. Instead of using too many small apps in the office, you just use one app. Third, we also came up with this app because we wanted a product that is affordable. A lot of medical products are old and they cost too much. So we wanted a product that is very affordable. You can see what we've designed, and this is also going to benefit you, the viewer. Most of those guys who are working in healthcare, this app would make it easy for you to get a job. So those who want to work in medical offices, we can train you on our software so that you can get a job in healthcare informatics. Our app is already on TV. We can share an ad that we're running on Comcast right now. Comcast is running these ads on so many channels, CNN and many other channels, NBC, MSN. They are carrying this ad. So you might have even watched this ad without knowing it. We're going to share it with you now. So this is the ad that we're running on TV right now. And we've started onboarding a lot of medical doctors and nurse practitioners who have decided to use our application. So the way we see it, by December 25th, we're going to stop running a lot of the sales ads that we're doing now. After that, we're going to start charging more for the application. So if you have your doctor, tell him to rush and get online to get this application, because right now we have a sale going on. The application is very affordable, but it's not going to be affordable for too long. After December 25th, Christmas Day, we're going to raise the prices going into 2022, okay? So tell all your friends who are medical doctors or nurse practitioners to rush and call us so that they can use this app, okay? Then even your doctor, try to talk to your doctor so that your doctor can use this application. It has so much value for you. It will make healthcare more affordable and more accurate. You would avoid a lot of mistakes because we have a lot of smart tools that we've built into this application. You can even look at the design. We designed it ourselves. As we tell you, in Africa, we have to be able to champion technology. And we want to say that we don't just talk about it, we walk the walk. We talk and we walk at the same time. We don't just talk about it and just make noise. We build products so you can see that. That's what this show is about. We will try to empower you so that you don't just talk, you act. Okay? So technology is very important. Without further ado, we just want to take you straight to Ambazonia, where a lot of stuff is happening. We've told you almost every week that our people are really suffering. A lot of our people who ran from the war in ground zero to Nigeria, the refugees are really suffering a lot, and this week we got information about their sufferings. We have even video about some of them complaining about how tough things are in Nigeria. They are hungry, they have needs. I think one of the guys even committed suicide a few days ago, and we did not just want to show it, but the refugees are going through a tough time. So that's what happens in war. War is not good. So we've been hoping that this war will come to an end soon. But the international powers, because they are benefiting from the rogue regime of Paul Biya, they don't want to do anything. Interestingly, our people have decided to resist the colonial oppressor, the occupier of their land. So they are doing everything to create economic sabotage. Okay? They are harvesting a lot of weapons. You see a lot of the spoils and trophies of war.
Now in this way go work from Akwen. He come off on Chang, moto. Since I'm here, they take moto now for find me animal picking. I'm here, they take moto now for find Amber. They take transport moto for find Amber. So now Amber they take moto too for find Amin. Now work this way, we take moto from Bessinge, we go harvest for Akwen. One machine gun, 2 AK. We don't know the number here they die because they're shooting. We don't use up to 5 minutes. They work, we don't work for spiritual well. We just go now, we go take them for physical.
So it's not really easy for La République. Initially, they thought it would be a cakewalk to keep Ambazonia in slavery, but it's not happening. And if you really want to understand what is really the problem in Ambazonia today, for those who don't know, today we're going to share a video of our father, Gojidinka, the father of Ambazonia. Even though he's very, very humble, he says he's not really the father of Ambazonia, he is.
Fellow Ambazonians, fellow children of God, I am Fon Fangum Gojidinka. I had no intention to speak out at this time, but I decided to do so in response to phone and emails calling on me to speak out as the father of Ambazonia. I want to first of all say I am not the father of Ambazonia. The father of Ambazonia is the Lord God, who thousands of years ago created the Ambas Bay. Geography identifies the zone of Ambas Bay as Ambazonia. I am only the little creature which the Lord God used to put the name Ambazonia into writing.
So he really brought this cause in 1984 to the fore. Since the fake unification between Southern Cameroons and East Cameroon, our people have really been complaining about marginalization, and not much has been done. And anytime they open their mouth, they are either killed or they are jailed. And this is really the way the French colonial regime operates. You cannot speak. If you speak, they put you in jail. If they don't put you in jail, they kill you. That's the way they deal with negotiations. They don't negotiate. They bribe you. If you don't want to take bribes, then they kill you. Or they use witchcraft on you, which is basically the way this French colonial government operates. Okay? So you see now that our people are really resisting. The resistance is really fierce.
Yes, my country people, this one are the harvest way the Marine Force. The Marine Force, they harvest them on the 2nd of August 2021, where we go march into army, the military base, will be based for on Sanakan.
As our people are resisting, I look at the news today. You see exactly what is happening in Afghanistan. Finally, the United States is leaving Afghanistan. Why am I mentioning this? Because it reminds me of the scene I saw in Vietnam, the last days of Saigon. When Saigon fell, Kabul has fallen. It's the same way the guys in La République are going to leave Ambazonia. So it's just a matter of time. The way things are going, they are bringing a lot more fighters, but most of these fighters don't have a stomach to fight. A lot of them have been deserting the army of Paul Biya. So right now, those who are really fighting are those hardcore Bulu guys. When our people in backs, so they will get the message. So far, I think they have not really gotten the message yet that Ambazonia is hell for La République toy soldiers. But I think pretty soon, the time is very, very near. They're going to get a message because you can even watch the pictures. The FACO guys are also resisting. You see their actions. Then the Manu guys also, you see their actions. Then you see Bali. So the whole Southern Cameroon is hot.
Ambazonians, today na the 12th day of August 2021. Now part 3 for this audio or video we will do am for FACO because of the war draft. Now it be this. So each of the video don't take 5 minutes. So I will urge all Ambazonians for try to get the videos the way they outside. Part 1, part 2, part 3. So I will call on Boss Naville, when one of the administrators for Ground Zero, make it talk small, 1 or 2 talk.
The region is very, very hard, and we really commend the bravery of our young warriors. Okay? They are really champions because they really want to liberate their country.
Yes. Under Major General Saga, today na Friday, the 13th of August 2021. Now, Tico Defense Forces under Mountain Lion, under our Major General Sagas. The Mountain Lion don't come down so now Asha. We don't say no to the Republic, to Cameroon. We don't want nothing. Me they take on for this our land. Yes, we don't want nothing. Me they take on for our land. Nothing. They know take on for our land.
So when we see this, we say we salute them well. So you can even see a lot of these pictures. Then, of course, to end this segment on Ambazonia, we really want to share with you the Song of Redemption. This song really tells the story of the plight of our people, their sufferings, okay? So usually the way they say, Africans always mix work with play. Even though work is serious, but they always bring play into their workspace so that they enjoy the work they are doing. And this is how we have this Song of Redemption, which captures the spirit and the dreams and ambitions of the people of Ambazonia.
If trust for day, water no be boy fish. A special dedication, come on, to all the Ambazonian fighters. Hallelujah, amen. Ambazonia must be free. We have to free ourselves from mental slavery. In the hands of the La République du Cameroon. Ambazonia, oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a special dedication to all the Ambazonian fighters. Machine, General Transporter, your place there, Papa. For a coin. And a special dedication to all of our fallen heroes. It belongs to the great Ambazonian. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Na baby God, na wonderful God, na merciful God, na miracle God. Na baby God, na wonderful God, na merciful God, na miracle God.
Now more than ever, it is critical that medical facilities utilize modern, reliable electronic health records. Introducing Alexia HTC, the innovative, affordable online solution for physicians and patients. Doctors' visits, diagnoses, prescriptions, and billing have never been easier. With Alexia HTC, you can work more efficiently with the integrated flexibility medical professionals need today. Schedule a live demonstration. Call or visit us at alexiahtc.com.
Next, we're going to move to La République. There's not a whole lot going on in La République because we hear their colonial caretaker, Mr. Paul Biya, has just returned to the country. I think during the weekend. So we've not really investigated this, but we've been told. And what is really happening? Not much has really been happening. They've just been waiting for him to come back. Some were speculating that he was dying, but we're just waiting to see the signs of life from this octogenarian guy. Okay? But one of the main stories that has really dominated the airwaves so far in Ambazonia is the story of Kuseri. Kuseri is a town in the northern part of La République du Cameroon. Fishermen were attacked and killed by rangers and herdsmen. In this show, we've been talking about the conflict between modernity and tradition. A lot of the Fulanis and Hausas have been used to grazing. That's their own form of farming. But today, their method of farming is encroaching on modern ways of doing things. They've come to a place where fishermen are using water, so they are competing now with fishermen for this water because they need the water to give to their cattle. Their cattle need to drink. So there's this conflict. And the way the Fulanis behave, they always behave like erratic guys. They started killing, and they started killing a lot of fishermen. So it was a very serious incident, and even the presidency of La République du Cameroon is aware of what happened, and they've not been able to do much, but it's a serious threat. We've been talking about the conflict between herdsmen and other farmers in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. But this time, within this area of Lake Chad, the problem has become really serious. So the way the Fulanis react, they just react violently. It's like the religion makes them behave this way, so it's not really a good thing. So we don't really know why they keep behaving this way. Instead of negotiating with the people who have the land, they just feel they can take their cattle anywhere, and the cattle can graze, drink your water, you don't have anything to say. And they always carry weapons. The Fulanis and the Hausas, they are always well armed. So by contrast, the fishermen don't carry weapons. So a lot of them were killed, and next time you see that the people will think twice. Then you can even see that this same way that the Fulanis behave, they do the same thing even in Ambazonia. Right now, a Fulani group, they call them the Mbororos. They leave Nigeria, they get into Ambazonia and burn houses with the support of the military of Paul Biya. So we have pictures of this, and we say, why is Paul Biya's military watching these people destroy people's houses? So is this a responsible government? Of course not. This is not a responsible government. You'll get to see that this government is not responsible when you see the way they treated a young lady who is a technology entrepreneur. I know her very well because we come from the same area, from the Manu tribe, and I know her family. She has been in the US for a long time. She started working with Oracle Finance Corporation. Then after that, she started her own business called Appstech. Then later on, she moved back to La République du Cameroon and settled in Douala, the capital, economic capital of the country. She started her company, we call it Appstech. Then she started enabling and assisting young entrepreneurs who have dreams of building tech companies. So she tries to nurture these young entrepreneurs to help them, okay? So when news happened that the government of La République du Cameroon arrested her, it sent shockwaves all over the internet, okay? It was a big, big story. Rebecca Enonchong went to the court thinking she was going to address matters arising, but she was charged for contempt of a court, and they would put her in jail. Fortunately, she's just been released, okay? We know that she's released, but she's been released because of pressure coming from all quarters. Contempt of court. She was arrested without any document. So you see the way the rule of law works in La République du Cameroon. So actually, there's no law. If you're a judge, you can arrest somebody. You just send your boys, yes, thoughts. So go and arrest that lady. She said something I don't like. Go and arrest her. So there's no document to show that, okay, there's a proper legal procedure before you arrest somebody. You will see that in this country, when you look at the constitution, you think this country is the best democracy in the world until you see the way the laws are applied. They are applied in a very, very haphazard manner. Everybody takes the law into their own hands, so there's really no law, okay? The magistrate can decide what he wants to do, so he doesn't have to follow the text of the law. He can decide and just tell the soldiers to pick you up, so long as it's in cahoot with the party establishment, CPDM, the Cameroon People's Democratic Party. I don't know what is democratic about it. So that's what really happened to Miss Rebecca Enonchong. So her case really exemplifies the working of this rogue regime of Paul Biya. You can be arrested for any reason. So people have been saying, oh, why was she arrested? Well, we're going to tell you why she was arrested. She was arrested because this government is threatened by people who speak the truth. When you speak the truth, you become a threat to any dictatorial regime. And this is what happens in La République du Cameroon. You can see that when Mrs. Rebecca Enonchong was arrested, the person who was really in public championing for her release was Kawala, who is a party leader in La République du Cameroon. So because of this association, you may even be surprised that because of her association with Kawala, that's why they even arrested her, because they feel like she's talking a lot and she's teaching people to fight for their rights. She wants women to be emancipated. So they don't like people who open the eyes of people who have been threatened and abused. So they feel like Ms. Rebecca Enonchong is acting like an empowerment agent. She's trying to empower the masses, so they don't like it. Unfortunately for them, this arrest drew the air of so many people in different quarters, all over the internet. Free Rebecca, the hashtag was everywhere, okay? So that's how you see that this government, by this action, is really stupid. In fact, Tibor Nagy, the former Mr. Africa for Donald Trump, came out and spoke. Interestingly, he spoke against the Paul Biya regime, comparing Paul Biya to Vladimir Putin of Russia. We love those words, but the question we're asking is Mr. Tibor Nagy not being hypocritical? When he was in charge of Donald Trump's Africa policy, what did he do to put these dictators in check? He did nothing. So we just think this is just lip service. When he was there, he could have done something to bring this regime to order. He did nothing. And now he's joining the crowd to condemn the Paul Biya government. So it's too late. So we think that the best time to challenge these dictators is when you have the power to do it. But by waiting until you get out of power, we think that sends the wrong message. And we don't really respect what Mr. Tibor Nagy did in this regard. So from La République du Cameroon now, we want to move now to Gabon.
Hey yo, Shay, I thought you was gonna take me to this place so I could get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy Shake. When I say his services are the best in the states, word is born. He even take care of your tax forms, fat refunds. So come get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
So we have a light story that we're going to share. You guys know a lot about Bob Marley, right? Yeah, we look at him like a Pan-Africanist, somebody who likes the freedom of black people. In fact, the CIA was really concerned about him, and it is suspected that the CIA had killed him. So we know this now. But a story surfaced today that Pascaline Bongo, the daughter of Omar Bongo Ondimba, was dating Bob Marley, and Bob Marley even went to Gabon for a concert. So there was some kind of clash because Bob Marley was a guy who is a freedom fighter. Then now he's dealing with a colonial regime. Then he saw firsthand the truth about the poverty of Gabonese, African people. He was really shocked to see that in a country where there's a lot of oil, his girlfriend's father is keeping the people in check in poverty. And this story brings back a lot of sadness for the Gabonese people. They have oil, but they're still living in poverty. And those are the type of stories we like to tell on our channel every week so that people get to know what our people are going through. Then from Gabon now, we move to Sudan. You guys remember Omar al-Bashir. There's a story that came out talking about the International Criminal Court. They want Omar al-Bashir's head, so they want him now. And it looks like the government of Sudan is ready to give up Omar al-Bashir. And you can see what power does. You see Omar al-Bashir looks changed. You will not even believe that this is a guy who used to terrorize people. You heard about the Darfur, the killing of black people. This bad guy now looks like a clean guy. When you look at him, you can't even believe he is a devil who was orchestrating the murder of so many people in Darfur, the Janjaweed, and all that stuff. So we just think justice can follow its course, and that's what we want for Sudan to do. Send him to the International Criminal Court. Finally, we want to go to Zambia. Zambia has an election, and the presidential election has already taken place, and it looks like the people of Zambia want change. Edgar Lungu, the president, it looks like he's really losing in this election. He's far behind, but he's complaining of rigging. A guy who is in power complains about rigging of an election. This is funny. Hakainde Hichilema is running now as the opponent, and it looks like he may really win because he's had a lot of trouble with Edgar Lungu. But finally, we think that Hichilema may really win the presidency because already he's far ahead in the race. And we think this is really good. And we want change. And he campaigned for change. And we think he may bring the change that the people of Zambia seek. Zambia has had so many governments and so many presidents. We like the fact that power is always rotating. One person doesn't stay in power for too long, the way it happens in French colonies. You can even see the way even the French immigrants who even become French citizens complain. So Zambia may be having some problems because Edgar Lungu lost his popularity because even though the people have a lot of copper, but they don't see the fruit of all these natural resources. Okay, they don't see, it doesn't help the people. The people are still poor. Then China has taken over the country. So that has been a common complaint of the people. And we think with this, a change in government may bring a positive sign that the people need so that they can improve their lives. And we really support the people of Zambia. So we've come to the end of our show, and we want to thank you for watching this show. And we're asking you, don't forget about subscribing and watching. Share the show. Share the show. You guys ask, so where is the share button? It's at the bottom. When you look at the YouTube screen, the share button is at the bottom. Look at that share button, click on it, and share the show, okay? You keep asking, where is the share button? Come on, the share button is at the bottom. So click on that share button. Come on, do it now. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Is your EMR EHR COVID-19 ready? If not, you do not know what you are missing. Why do you suffer in silence? Be smart. Turn to Alexia HTC today. Alexia HTC is the leader in virtual solution and communication technology in these times of pandemic crisis. When the unexpected happens, who are you going to call? Alexia HTC. Come and see how Alexia HTC Cloud Communications are enabling your fellow healthcare providers to consult with patients virtually and making big money. Alexia HTC also enables your employees to work remotely during the COVID-19 crisis. Are your employees safe? Do not jeopardize the health and safety of your patients and practice. What can Alexia HTC do for you? Alexia HTC is the new Colossus, the sister of physicians, who gives you back liberty, that is, the freedom to practice medicine your way. Vivacious virtual visits wherever you please. Amazing e-prescribing. Quick access to patient information. easy access to medical records from other providers, rapid drug allergy checks, integrated lab tests and results. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled doctors yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your greedy corporations. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed physicians, to me. I give them the refuge, the happy home of Alexia HTC. Act now. Browse alexiahtc.com or call 240-350-1131.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com. Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.